Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more of the Planet Crafter, and I was running around doing a little bit of basic gathering, trying to get us set up for the next episode, and I noticed something cool going on out here. Let's check it out. Look, a puddle. A puddle, guys. We've got standing water on the planet's surface. We are definitely making progress. Oh gosh, I think I should have looked at my oxygen before we just went over here to look at a puddle. I hope I have a spare on me because I don't know if we're going to make it back before I die. Oh, it's going to be close. Ooh, that was close. All right, we are back at base. I've done a little bit of remodeling here. I just moved some of these vegetubes out of the way. I built a couple new food growers for us here in the biolab. And yep, so we're growing eggplants and beans and oh, nothing in this one. Let's get something in there. More beans? No, how about another eggplant? I would love it. Do we have mushrooms? I'd love to be growing some mushrooms. Squash, beans, eggplants. No mush. I thought we found some mushrooms. Well, I must have stashed them somewhere else. Yeah. Well, I know we found at least one. Okay, we found at least one. I'm growing one mushroom. That's good. But we got to be on the lookout for more mushrooms. And in the meantime, we'll plant some more eggplants. And should we just pick it up from here? Yeah, why not? You've seen the water. You've seen that we're making progress. I've done some more work out here. I planted a couple more grass spreaders, a couple more of the tier 3 vegetubes. I built some more mining equipment, or, you know, the drilling equipment that's increasing the pressure, and a couple of more solar panels to get our power generation going. Yes, we are abso-freaking-lutely ready to build a launch platform and start sending up rockets. It's just energy is my big concern. As soon as we put that down, all of our energy, everything's going to shut down because that requires 55 energy per second. So I don't think we're quite there yet. I would really like to have a steady supply of iridium and uranium coming in before I do that. Let's just check. So yeah, see, we're consuming 430, we're putting out 440, so we don't have that much power to play with right now. And I do not have another uranium rod to build a fourth uranium or nuclear plant here. And besides, once you unlock the tier 2 uranium or nuclear plant, you can deconstruct these and build one out of 3 of these that is actually going to give you more power than 3 of the small ones. So what then? I think that what we should do, yeah, let me just dump off some of the stuff that I've got in my inventory right now, and we're going to go off and do a little bit more exploring because we should have a lot of the ice melted at the caves that were blocked with ice. So I guess we'll just put some there and some Okay. So yeah, let's just go explore a little bit more. Instead of going back out to the osmium cave, let's go over to the iridium cave and see if the ice that was blocking the back end of that cave has melted. Soon we will have a tier 2 mining platform built in here and be churning out a steady supply of iridium, but we're not there yet. And I'm not even 100% convinced. Did we get all the iridium out of this cave? I'm not sure. Well, apparently not. There are a couple. most of the rest of this is done. That may be about it. We may stumble across 1 or 2 additional iridium as we spend time in this cave, but I think we got just about all the iridium we're going to get out of here. So let's check the back entrance. See how far that ice is melted. Hey, we can get through here now. Excellent. What's back here? Ooh, oh, the smell, guys. The smell. These are sulfur fields, and it smells like rotten eggs, but we should be able to retrieve tons of sulfur here. We don't actually need sulfur right now. You really need... Well, I mean, we do because we have a biolab up and running, but we don't need any of the stuff that we would create in the biolab using sulfur for any of our recipes or anything, or for any of our blueprints right this second. So I'm just going to grab a few sulfur out of here and we'll continue looking around. Okay, this is the back end of the osmium cave. And we've been in here, but not this far in because it was still blocked with ice. Or the ice, it wasn't blocked with ice, but the ice was still covering a lot of this stuff, a lot of the osmium and the sulfur back in here. I really need to, hold on, before we continue with this, I should really build a capsule back in here to replenish our oxygen. So let me see if I can find what we're going to need back in here to do that. Do I have a spare on me if I need it? Yeah, but I have no food and no water. I should have grabbed that food. There was food in a chest back in the... I'm not going to pick up any more sulfur. We just walked past the sulfur, but... or the aluminum. Let's just worry about getting this thing built. Sulfur, titanium. Need a little bit more iron. Nope, 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 not iron. How many do we have? Whoops. 3, 2, and 2 might do it. All right, let's see if we can get this done before we die. Well, that was close. And we have no water on us. I think I should have planned this out a little bit better, but I wasn't... Oh, good. Some Pastera seeds for more oxygen production. Some bioplastic nugget. Great. Some super alloy. Great. And yeah, okay, I'll pick those up. Why not? And I intended to take us even further in here, back in that way, but I didn't plan this out well, and now we're stuck with no water on us. So let's just load up on sulfur and aluminum and head back. Magnesium, silicon, cobalt, silicon, sulfur. Magnesium, cobalt, magnesium. Inventory full. Good timing, because by the time we get back to base, we're going to be really, 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 really thirsty. But I'll meet you guys back at base. We did pick up a blueprint microchip, so let's decode that. See what we get. Jetpack Tier 2. Definitely want to pursue that as quickly as possible. That will be here at the Advanced Crafting Station for that. We have everything we need to do that. We have osmium, sulfur, super alloy, and aluminium. So I just need to take off my Tier 1 pack. Let's get her done. And equip it. Great. Now we're jetpacking around even faster than before. Now we've got these Pastera on us, which I kind of want to hang on to. Why don't we do something with the Pastera right now? If we can. I have osmium. Oh, wait. I had another chip here somehow that we never decoded. Let's decode that. Mining speed tier 4. Not super high priority. Oh, yeah, we got to grab some water out of here before we die of thirst. Okay, and then a few more, you know, I can build more of these tier 3 sentinels out here, the tier 3 vegetubes. I'm reluctant to do that until I know how our base is going to expand, but I think we could probably do a couple more without getting in the way of any future expansion. Damn it. Yeah, we're right on the edge of our viable power here, which is not great, but let's see if we can build some more tier 2 solar panels, I guess. I'm just going to build them here and deconstruct them so that we have the stuff in our inventory, and we'll move a little farther away from base. Away from base to actually set the base. Well, I mean, that gets us back online and gives us a tiny, tiny bit of additional power, but it's not going to get us far. How we doing inventory-wise? We had osmium in here already, right? Let's try to keep it a little bit organized, even though, you know, I say organized and you're laughing in my face. I thought we had some osmium. We've used all the osmium we had, so, okay. Okay. Let me just grab some food. Oops. And some emergency food in case we need it. And we'll go back out to the sulfur flats. Why don't we go through the osmium cave this time and approach it from that direction? Grab anything that we missed up at the mouth of the cave. Yep, like that. Piece of osmium. There's more melting to be done here. And more melting. We can't even get all the way through here. Huh. Alright, well. New blueprint received, backpack tier 5. Well, we want to build that as soon as possible. So, since we can't get all the way through to where we were a minute ago on the other side of this big block of ice, why don't we just head back, make our improved backpack, and take it from there. Okay, look at our nice green base. This is great. We are growing stuff. I never put... Oh, I did. I did put the plants in there. Okay. Alright, and they're churning out oxygen. And let's see what it's going to take to create a better backpack. Tier 5 backpack. We have everything we need. Super alloy, thanks to us going out to the labyrinth out there and picking up all that super alloy out there. We have everything we need, super alloy and titanium, and our tier 4 backpack. Now we have a tier 5. And let's see how many slots that gives us. A lot. All the slots. It gives us all the slots. This whole row of slots. Additional. Okay, then let's head back out to the sulfur field. See you in a minute. We're back out at the sulfur fields. before we start picking up all the sulfur here, hang on, I will stop if I see some aluminum. But yeah, we know the sulfur is here. We'll come back for it if we need more of it, but we don't really need it right now. We do need aluminum, always. Oh, yeah, we were going to go back to the osmium cave, right? Because we didn't finish clearing that from this side. And eventually, once we've unlocked the Tier 2 mining platform, we will set that up in here and have a steady supply of osmium. There's also sulfur in here, as you've seen on the ground there. But we're going to skip that for today. It's not going anywhere. And that's the wall of ice we couldn't get past from the other direction. I think we got all the loose osmium in here. Let's continue on. Let's top off our O2 first. And head out this way. Hang on, was that aluminum? No. Nope. Uh-oh, solar storm. Nope, meteorites. Alright, well, we'll go back in here even though the colors are kind of funky. You can't really see what's over there. It's a wall of sand, this sand waterfall, this entire back wall here. The sand is just pouring over. I think if we go into the sand, we might find super alloy. And more super alloy. Super alloy this way. Let's go the other way. This is gonna save us a lot of grinding to get super alloy. Just finding it here in the rich detritus of the sand waterfall. Oh, and another cave entrance. Should we explore? Getting a little low on oxygen here. But osmium. More osmium. And what you got for us? Good. Bioplastic nuggets, grape, sulfur, Tusca seed, Shanga seed, a Lirma, and a blueprint microchip. And I'm just going to drink that water. And we're going to have to get some O2 quickly or use our emergency canister. I think we're going to wait and use our emergency canister. Except our inventory is full, so there's really no point. How did we get in here? How do we get out? Is this how we came in? Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it back. We could build another... In which case, Let's just use our canister and see about dropping. There's nothing here I'm willing to drop. Maybe, no. All right, we're not going to build a capsule out here to replenish our oxygen. We will at some point, but not right now. Back in the sulfur fields, I probably could have made it to this capsule. But let's bring this great haul back to base, okay? As soon as I figure out where the cave entrance is. All right, I'll see you guys back at base. All right, one thing we found out there was a blueprint microchip. Let's decode that. A display case for setting up cool stuff that we find. I'm not going to build one of those right now. What we do need is more, not Lirma, we do need more tier 3. Look at all this Lirma. I should be using all this Lirma. This whole plane should be littered with these seed spreaders. But power is going to be a problem until we get a steady supply of uranium coming in. And to be honest, magnesium, we're short of magnesium. To be honest, the rocket platform can help with that. Some of the rockets that you send up will call down a meteor storm with lots of uranium or lots of iridium in the meteors. So it's a good kind of chicken and egg situation for deciding what to craft next. And that you need the stuff to craft the power generators, but you need the power generators to craft the stuff that you need to craft the power generators. So, yeah. Oh, what were we gonna do? More of the plant dealies? Okay. These are also going to take... Really? Short on silicon? Really? I went out and did all this gathering so that we didn't have to run around and grind out this stuff. And it looks like we've used it all up already. So let's overdo it a little, get more than we need. And just quickly, I want to check something because I think that these low-lying areas are going to fill up with water pretty quickly once it really gets rolling. So let me just check, make sure I got everything out of this crate, which I didn't. There's still lots in here. So again, we're probably going to be needing titanium soon too. So let me grab some of that as long as we're out and about. Do I have enough magnesium? No, doesn't matter. We're full. Shenga? I thought we found 3. Oh, one of them was a Lirma. Okay. Tuska? Look at all this oxygen. Let's check our stats real quick. Oops, not that. Terraformation index is still climbing, but slowly. I just saw it change from... There it is. Oxygen climbing slowly. Heat is climbing at a good clip. Pressure is climbing at a good clip. The oxygen is what's holding us back now. But we're basically building those tier 3 vegetubes as fast as we're finding seeds. I think what I gotta get on is these grass spreaders. We need more of these grass spreaders because we've got like a dozen or more of the Lirma. The problem is, as soon as I start building those, we're gonna run out of power. What are we short on? Water. One water, our last water for now. What? I just picked up a water bottle. Am I too far away from base? Do we have water in the base? Is that what was happening? Oh, maybe not. Okay, we're gonna have to hold off on building any more grass spreaders. And give me a minute to dump all this stuff off in lockers. Man, my inventory is full already. Shouldn't be this full if we're running out of stuff. I don't know how that's happening. But why don't we build a couple more storage lockers here? I'd kind of like to reserve that space in case we want to build off of here this direction. And dump all the stuff. Oh yeah, we never rebuilt the oxygen canister we used, so let's do one of those. We need 2 cobalt for that. Now what? We need food for one thing. Good thing I am growing eggplant and a beans. Well, that green bean basically filled us up, in which case I'm going to hang on to this eggplant. And we're going to need water soon. This water collector is not doing a great job, but that'll give us enough water to keep going for now anyway. I think we're going to go back out to the sulfur fields and the sand cascade. And no, let's do something different. We've been out there. Let's try something different. Let's go around this way. Out past the battleship that we already explored. And we got everything out of there, I think. I'm almost positive. I made a couple of trips when you guys weren't looking to grab everything that we had stored in the pod nearby. That leads back up into the sulfur fields. Let's see what's in here. Iron, magnesium. Those look like drops from the meteor storm. But look! More super alloy. Like, why are you so obsessed with super alloy? You'll find out. And again, eventually, once we have unlocked the Tier 2 mining platform, we can build one of those miners in here and have a steady supply of super alloy coming in. Unfortunately, that Tier 2 mining platform is one of the last things to unlock. So we still got a ways to go before that happens. I think there's a back way out of here into the sulfur area, the sulfur flats, but I'm not sure. Oh, look, more good stuff. Great. Well, that's just about going to, including a uranium rod, which we're going to have to make some tough choices on how to best to use that. We could either use it to create yet another Tier 1 nuclear plant, nuclear reactor, or we could hang on to it. Yeah, we've been back there. Or we could hang on to it, build a recycler, and break it down into loose uranium, which might be more useful to us at this point. Maybe, maybe not. We're probably going to have to pop the oxygen capsule that we just crafted but we might be able to make it over to the pod over here by the battleship. We never looked in the front of the battleship either. We're going to have to go check that out. Oh, we're so close. I think we dyed it. I think we dyed it and dropped a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we did. I'm sorry. I kind of blew that. I thought we were going to make it to the pod back there, but we didn't. So let's immediately go back and retrieve the stuff we dropped so that it doesn't disappear when we quit the game. Oops. I thought we were going to make it, and then I thought I hit my inventory key, but I keep hitting the wrong key. I keep hitting the build screen instead of the inventory. And honestly, I haven't died that much. I'm not sure how this works. This is right around where we died, right? Is our stuff in here? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, great. We got everything back. All right. Let's top off our O2 and swing around to the front of the ship and see what's in there. We got everything out of here, everything out of here. Good. Looks like it was worth the adventure. Another bioplastic nugget, important. Another Lirma. We're loaded with Lirma right now. What can we drop? We can drop iron and iron and iron and pick up Lirma, food, and food. And titanium. I didn't have to drop any of this stuff. In fact, shit, should I have just left it in here? Yeah, this stuff won't disappear. I'm just gonna put those in there for a minute. Not like iron's that hard to find, but why waste it? That was it? Okay. Okay, so... Okay. So what next? Power is what's next. Yeah. Which brings up a good point. You know, why not just build 1 million wind turbines out of all this excess iron we keep finding? Well, my only concern about that is that I have noticed a tiny bit of frame stuttering when you start building a lot of stuff. It's not a big deal, and it's not, you know, this is still early access, and optimization is usually one of the last things that happens. You get everything into the game, then you start optimizing. Otherwise, it's just a constant optimization process. Every time you add something, you have to optimize. But let's see how this does. If building all this stuff starts impacting our frame rates in a big way, we can always come back around and deconstruct it. And these turbines, they don't give you much power at all. Oh, getting some rain. Nice. Yeah, these hardly give you any power, but it's better than nothing, right? 12 per second, it's better than none per second. And there happens to be a lot of iron out here. Okay. I think we're done. We're definitely done with this battleship. And I think we're done with the super alloy cave that we were just in. There was that second osmium cave that we could get more osmium out of, but we haven't really needed that much of it yet. We'll just try to keep in mind that it's there. Come back for it when we need it. In the meantime, let's just enjoy the rain. Enjoy the fact that we are changing this entire planet's ecosystem. I can enjoy that on my own time. I'll see you guys back at base. We're back. Let's see if we are in a position to build more Tier 2 solar panels now. Hydration level low. Cobalt. That thing that we keep leaving behind because we don't need it until we need it. And then we need it. I'm trying to get us to a place where I feel comfortable enough with our power situation that we can actually... We're too far away from the easy craft radius. Until I feel comfortable enough with our power situation that we can build the launch platform. Because that is actually fun. I mean, the whole launching rockets part of the game, it's like a whole nother game. Kind of once you reach that stage, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun trying to keep those rockets going. Keep launching those rockets. A lot of water. We've got Pastera, Tusca, Pastera, and a Lerma, so we can make 3 more of these Tier 3 vegetubes. I'm just wondering if I want to do some more Tier 2s because they're so pretty in here. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. This is why I wanted to be careful where I built them, because they can block the way, or they have been blocking the way. Iron, ice, and ice. No more ice left on the planet. We've built all the Tier 2 ones we're going to be able to build because we have none left. We can build some more Tier 3s. It's just getting a little crowded out here. Hydration level critical, okay. Too far from the easy craft. Silicon. We're gonna have to do a little more silicon grinding, but let's dump my seeds in there. And the 2 that we just built. Tusca first, and then Pastera. And a little bit more silicon. Oh, look at this, guys! Blue water! It's deep enough now that we're actually getting some color on the water. We can, this stuff that's going to be submerged, we're not going to lose that. We can come back and get that because we have a spacesuit on. Doesn't matter. We can swim as deep as we want. So I think, were we running low on iron back there at base? Which would be weird, but it happens. It happens. Inventory full. With what? With stuff I should have dropped back at base. Look, blue water! Super alloy, uranium rod. Maybe we should use that. Hang on, we're gonna check something before I decide what to do with that. You know what? If I bring this stuff with me, I don't have to be within easy craft range. What I wanted to check was rocket engine, iridium rod, and 2 loose uranium. So we have what we need to make 1 rocket engine, which will allow us to send up 1 rocket. Let's check our power situation. Maybe we build a launch platform today. We're producing 530, we're using 490, which is not a big enough buffer. Remember, 55 power to make the launch platform. Hold on, then let's check something else. Let's check when the tier 2 uranium plant, or nuclear plant unlocks. The nuclear reactor tier 2 unlocks at 150 MPa. Which I think is still a long way away. I think we're at 68 right now. So we have to either be patient and let the pressure kind of increase on its own, or start building more pressure creating stuff like the drill tier 3, which is actually cheap to build. Might as well build a couple of more of those. And our oxygen is basically frozen, but that's just because we don't have the water on the planet that we're going to need to really get it cranking through the use of algae creators. Why am I not seeing the algae? There's one. Algae generator tier 1 unlocks at 2 Kelvin, and we're not even to 1 yet. So, I think it's just, at this point, it's just a matter of a little bit of patience. I can build another tier 3 vegetube and put that Pestera in it. And then why don't we go off and do some exploring just to pass the time? More exploring. Bring some food with us. In fact, let's eat some food before we leave. Let's eat some green beans. He's not grown yet. He's grown. Eggplant's grown. And I don't want to eat the mushroom. I'd rather be saving those. Those are pretty valuable. I'm going to have to build more of the food tubes. And do we have enough water? We have 1 water. Clear that out before we leave so it fills back up again. Okay, let's go see what awaits in this direction. Remember that little ditch where we found where we checked the... Yeah, it's no water there yet. So back in there is the labyrinth, and up on that ridge there is where we got all that good super alloy. And I don't think we even got all of it. We can go back in there and check for more. I'm going to start picking up what we're going to need to make an oxygen station out here. 2 iron. We need 3 iron, 2 titanium, and 1 silicon. Iron. Iron. Whoa. The Grand Canyon, folks. Shall we explore? Let's keep an eye out for silicon. Iron, titanium, silicon. Is that everything? 3 iron, 2 titanium, 1 silicon. We're good. Let's see what we find. Oh, cave. I see a cave. It's another osmium cave. Osmium and sulfur, just like the other one. Explosive powder's good. Tuska's good. A iridium rod is good. 2 bioplastics good. Wow. Okay, good. The rest of this I'm going to leave here for now. And then we got to get ourselves a little capsule built. How about right here in the middle of the Grand Canyon? And I think we're okay in that cave. There's definitely a reason to come back and check it, but we've got a pod right in front of it, so we won't lose track of it. Nothing great there. A fighter. A small fighter ship with a blueprint. And more Tuska, and 2 iridium rods. Good haul. I'm gonna pick up components for another pod. Silicon, titanium, iron. Iron, titanium. That's 2 iron. We need 1 more iron. Hydration level low, but not critical. Aluminum. Just came down on one of those meteorites, in fact. Uranium water, I think, is all I'm gonna need out of here, the super alloy. But even these Shanga now, I'm not sure we'll find a use for them eventually. Another cave. Let's build another pod. And I'm not going to drink that water just yet. Oh, this is another iridium cave. Great. Oh, we could definitely... Well, now that we've found a bunch of iridium rods, this isn't that crucial, but sure can't hurt. that a loose rod just sitting there? Nice. Yeah, and I promise, I will get the mining chip upgrades built at some point. Probably when you guys aren't looking. A lot of iridium in here. Okay, inventory full. Let's just top off our O2, and since our inventory is full, there's not much point in proceeding, but let's just see what's up at the end of this canyon. All right, critical hydration. And now our inventory is not full anymore in case we find something amazing. What the heck is that? It's a Stargate, guys. At least that's what it looks like. A very large Stargate. Whoa. Wow. Did this come down from orbit or? There's no point in us going in here right now because we have no room in our inventory, and there's going to be lots of good stuff in here. I can pick up one super alloy. Actually, I'd rather have the uranium. So what can we drop here? Not much of anything. I'll drop the aluminum for 2 pieces of titanium. But yeah, we'll have to come back and check this out another day. Now we know it's here. Should we take a different route back instead of going through the canyons? No, because we're going to need oxygen at some point. We never went down that way. There's probably stuff down back in there. I'm going to stop here just in case I have trouble finding the other pod we built. Look at that sky. It looks so Earth-like. There's the pod. Well, this is going to be a dark, uninteresting trip back to base, so how about if I meet you guys back there? Whoop, 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 whoop. We're almost back to base, but before we get there, look, more standing water. This was not here when we passed by here on the way out to the Grand Canyon. Now it is. Wonder if this one has water. Oh, a little puddle. Well, I saw it on the way. Yep, there's a little tiny puddle here. Just a puddle. Come back, puddle. I don't know why this game gives you that feeling of achievement just for a puddle. But you know what? A puddle. It's a puddle, guys. Good on us. We made a puddle. Pretty excited. All right, I got a bunch of inventory stuff to do here. Be back in a sec. And we're so hungry. I'm thinking unless we can get, yeah, we can get beans. Okay. With all those iridium rods that we just found a bunch, and we found a bunch of iridium. Now we're gonna need those iridium rods to build rockets, but we also need them to build the tier 3 heaters, so maybe we should build some of those. Even though heat is the one thing we're not really... We're kind of doing okay on the heat right now. But I guess you can always be doing better. Build 2 of these and hang on to the rest of those. Damn it! Because our power situation sucks. You know what? Forget it. I don't want to lose everything for the sake of a heater that we don't need. Because we're going to need a bunch of vegetubes to use all those seeds we found. So really, I think it's just about continuing to build up our power supply so that we can do more construction and stuff. All right, in which case, why don't we call it an episode here, guys? I got to do a bunch of grindy stuff off camera. And if we make any more progress, like in terms of the standing water and so on, we'll pick it back up there. Or I'll, turn on my camera and take a picture or something. Okay, so thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the series. There'll be more coming. Look, look, look. I'm going to call it Lake Cougar. Stay safe, survivors.